Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to show you how to make a sous vide rare to medium rare hamburger. So basically what we're going to need is a little over a pound. I have a pound and a third, so what I'm going to try to make are two 2/3 pound patties out of this. That's a good size burger. I've done 3/4 pounders before and they were a little too big, so I'm going to try and scale it back just a little bit today. Anyway, let's get started. All you got to do is take your freshly ground beef. I would not buy sale meat from the supermarket or anything like that. I would get, if you can, from a butcher shop, freshly ground today. Meat. That way, you know, you're sure there's no bacteria or anything bad, because there can be instances where there's little nooks and crannies in this ground beef, and it'll basically grow bacteria. So we don't want that. These are actually pretty big, so yeah, I'm gonna scale that down a little bit. I think my butcher gave me a little more meat than I wanted. Whatever, could be worse. So anyway, you want to just lightly bunch these together, okay? You don't want to pack them too tight. You don't want to smash them up too good. You don't want to grind ingredients together with them yet. You just want a lightly compressed burger. Oh, those are still massive. My goodness, let's cut that down even a little more. So I'm kind of going against my rule here. But anyway, these are still very large burgers. But you don't want to compress the meat or mix it up or use eggs or breadcrumbs or any of that nonsense. This is just straight meat, okay? So now that I have these two patties made, I guess I can make another one. Make a third one. I'll make it really large just to show you guys that you can cook massive sized burgers using this sous vide method. So anyway, there we go. We'll have 3 of these. Okay, since we're not flavoring these too much, what I'm just going to do is take some thyme leaves, put 2 on each side. Okay, the thyme goes very well with red meat, as you know. Just gives it a nice flavor that otherwise wouldn't be there, just because we're not mixing anything in with this particular burger. So, you know, we'll just use a couple of these, and after I'm done putting this thyme on, I'm going to basically just put these in a regular Ziploc bag. I'm not going to use a vacuum bag today. I'm going to use just a regular old Ziploc freezer bag, and I'm going to show you the water displacement method of basically sous vide cooking. This allows you to cook without the requirement of a vacuum pump, and it works really well with hamburgers because you don't have the compression. You don't want to smush these into a pancake, you know, with using the vacuum sealer. You want to keep these nice and big and firm, so you know you don't have a saucer-shaped burger. Anyway, that being said, give me 1 sec, and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so as you can see, I have these in the Ziploc bag. I'm keeping them separated, but I don't have the top seal. It's still open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the weight of the object to go in the water, which will then push all of the air out of the bag. And you just keep kind of patting it down, pushing it down until you get to the top. So hang on, they're floating because of the circulation. But anyway, here we go. We got most of the water out, and then once we get down to that line, we just decide to go ahead and seal it up. And there we go. As you can see, it's not really smashing the burgers. It's keeping it nice and thick, and there's basically 0 airspace in between these things. So we're going to keep that in there. I'm going to throw this other one in here. Maybe this one will demonstrate a little better. but you know, here we go. Push it down, down, down. Take the Ziploc here right at the water level edge, and then just keep pulling it all the way along the water's edge. And there you go. Once again, they're perfectly, well, not exactly vacuumed, vacuum sealed thing, but you know, it's close enough for this type of cooking. So I will be cooking these at 131 degrees for 2 hours. I give them a little extra time than normal just because they're pretty thick burgers, and I want to make sure that they're all fully pasteurized all the way through. So that being said, I'll see you back here in 2 hours, and I'll finish up the rest. So stay tuned. Alright, so 2 hours or so is up. Going to grab our 2 smaller patties out of here and bring them over to the work zone. Okay, so since it's raining out, I was planning on grilling these, but like I said, it started raining, and it's just not very fun to grill in the rain. So I'm going to torch these like I torch just about everything else. So as you can see, these are pretty firm. We're going to remove the thyme twigs because nobody likes twigs in the burger. Smell very, very good. And we're going to dry these off really well, like we do everything that we torch. Okay. So let's get both of these bad boys out of here. Not too much juice has come out, so I'm going to assume it just stayed within the burger, which is a good thing, because it gives you a nice juicy burger. Let's remove the rest of these. This is kind of why I wanted to keep the twigs together instead of just sprinkling it on, because when we torch it or grill it or whatever, we don't want to burn the heck out of all those thyme leaves, and you know, it might not leave a very good flavor. So I'm going to dry these off real quick. Get them as dry as possible. See all that nice juice coming through. And we're going to transfer them now to our torching rack, as you can see over there. And I'm going to give these guys a pretty good burn, so hang on. Alright, so we're going to get torching here. And like always, we want to have the hottest part of the flame where it meets the meat. Move slowly. Don't want it to be in one place too long, don't want to burn it too much, but we also don't want to have it undercooked. So we're going to go around the edges first. And when we're done with the edges, we're going to torch the middle real well. And obviously after that, flip it over, finish off the other side. And we're done and ready to dress our burgers up to our liking. So I'm going to go ahead and finish one here, show you what it looks like as a comparison. I mean, you could eat it the way it is right now, it just obviously does not look quite as appetizing as you can see from the video. So what we have here now, nearly perfectly torched side. And we have a comparison to the other one. So that being said, I'm going to wrap this up and continue on with the rest of the burgers. And I almost forgot the most important part. This is what it looks like after both sides are done, but anyway, what burger isn't better with cheese on it? So when you're torching the cheese, you want to keep a good distance. I like to keep it at the very end where you can almost barely even see on this video of the flame. That way, you know, you don't burn the heck out of the cheese. You can kind of see it Get a little shimmer on it when you're melting it. It just kind of goes and melts around the edges, and it's nice and bubbly and all that. It's exactly what you want. So anyway, I'm going to continue to melt the cheese here on this burger, and then I'm going to show you the rest, which is very, very easy. But that's what you want a nice burger to look like. You got the bubbling cheese, got the bubbles in it, completely wrapped around that burger. Delicious. So anyway, I'm going to finish this up. Just wanted to show you how to torch cheese on your burger, which is honestly not that difficult, but still noteworthy. So stay tuned. Okay, so cheese is done. I like to add a little seasoning to the cheese. Salt and pepper. Gives it a nice taste when you're chomping into this big burger. The saltiness, and then you get a little bit of pepper in there too, which I'm going to put on. You don't really want to put it on before you torch, otherwise you lose the flavor. So anyway, along with that, I have some baby arugula, some vine ripened tomatoes, and some yellow onion that I'm going to be putting on here. So I'm pretty sure most of you guys know how to assemble a burger, but in case you don't, burger goes on the bun. Grab yourself a little bit of lettuce, or a lot, whatever you prefer. Throw a tomato on top of that, and then a little bit of onion on top of that even. Going to down. And I love pretzel buns. Probably my favorite buns, other than lady buns. But anyway, I'm going to show you what it looks like inside, because this is very incredible. You really have to try one of these yourself. There's nothing quite like a sous vide burger, because the middle is completely cooked medium rare. Some of you might be grossed out about this, by this, but I can assure you it's delicious, like eating a medium rare steak. So let's fix this here. Okay. All right, let's take a look. So what you have here is perfectly cooked, insanely juicy. In fact, I'm dripping juice all over my counter. But just a fantastic, delicious cheeseburger. I forgot to buy bacon today, otherwise I would have thrown that on there too. But anyway, wanted to show you what it looks like inside. And I really can't hold this any longer as I'm salivating, and really want to eat this. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you got any questions. Appreciate the subscriptions, and I'll keep the videos coming. Thanks for watching.